Hi there, and welcome back to Blue Ocean English and some more grammar on the moon. In today's video, we will look at the zero and first conditionals. In the first video, I introduced conditionals. If you haven't seen this video before, I encourage you to watch it first. The link is in the description below. So before we begin looking at the zero and first conditionals, let me quickly review my method for remembering which conditional to use. So to remember which conditional to use, we use the word trip. The zero conditional is for things that are true. The first conditional is for things that are real. The second conditional is for things that are impossible. And the third conditional is for things that are in the past. Today we will look at the zero, the true conditional, and the first, the real conditional. So the zero conditional. So the T in trip means true. So we use the zero conditional for things that are always true, for facts or rules. In the if part we use the present simple, and in the result part we use the present simple also. So present simple and present simple. For example, if you break the law, you go to prison. If water freezes, it turns to ice. When she smiles, I am happy. It's quite unusual for native speakers to speak using this conditional. We would write it, but not often use it when we are speaking. You will see it for rules or for facts that are written, but it's not the type of phrase that we would use when we're speaking. We would normally choose to say the same thing, but using the first conditional. So now let's look at the first conditional. So the R in trip means real. So we use the first conditional for things that are real, things that are likely to happen, that are very possible. So I said that we use this conditional, not the zero conditional, when we are speaking. And if you think about it, things that are true or real are very often the same thing. So to make this conditional, in the if part, we use the present simple, and in the result part, we use any modal verb. So that's will, might, could, should, etc. So present simple and any modal verb. I will use the same three examples from the zero conditional so you can see the difference. And remember, most native speakers would choose to use the first conditional when they are speaking, not the zero conditional. So, if you break the law, you might go to prison. If water freezes, it will turn to ice. When she smiles, I will be happy. So you can see the difference is that we add a modal verb to the phrase. If you want to learn more about modal verbs, then you can check out my video. The link is in the description below. So let's do a quick review. The zero conditional is for things that are true, for facts, and we use the present simple and the present simple, and we don't often use it when we speak. We prefer to use the first conditional, and the first conditional is for things that are real, and we use the present simple and any modal verb. Let's look at them together. The zero conditional. If water boils, it turns to steam. And the same phrase in the first conditional. If water boils, it will turn to steam. This is what native speakers would choose to say. Another phrase, if it rains, I get wet. That's the zero conditional. And then if it rains, I might get wet. So we add a modal verb and it's the first conditional for something real. When she visits, she pays for a hotel. When she visits, she must pay for a hotel. Now I'm going to show you how you can use the zero and first conditionals to talk about a walking tour on YouTube. This one is from Manchester, and we've got a very funny picture of what they call a party bike. So people are cycling using this crazy thing around the city of Manchester, and it's a party. So here it's for a celebration for the woman who's getting married. We call this a hen night. And the celebration for men when a man is getting married is called a stag night. This is a stag. Anyway, let's look at the zero conditional. So we can say, if they stop pedaling, if they stop moving their legs, the vehicle stops. If they drink a lot, they move slowly. If it stops, they rest. If it rains, they get wet. And the same phrases using the first conditional, we can say, if they stop pedaling, the vehicle will stop. If they drink a lot, they will move slowly. If it stops, they can rest. If it rains, they will get wet. Now we're going to go to the Van Gogh Cafe so I can show you in a typical situation that you can find outside in your world how you can practice using the zero and first conditional so you can become fantastic at speaking English using these two. Are you ready? Let's go! So here we are back at the Van Gogh Cafe. Now I'm going to show you how to use the zero conditional for things that are true and the first conditional for things that are real in this typical cafe situation. So the idea is you go outside and use the things that you see and a bit of imagination to practice speaking using these phrases. So let's start with the zero conditional for things that are true. So the present simple and the present simple. So I can say, if he moves to America, he speaks more English. If it closes early, the cafe, if it closes early, they lose money. If she walks slowly, she is happy. Now, using the first conditional for things that are real, so the present simple and any modal verb. So we'll begin with the same phrases and then try some others. So if he moves to America, he will speak more English. If it closes early, they will lose money. If she walks slowly, she may be happy. And some more phrases with the first conditional. If he plays football later, he should be tired. If it rains, they might buy an umbrella. If it doesn't rain, they won't need an umbrella. If he doesn't leave soon, he will be late for work. So that's the end of today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, go outside, practice using these phrases in your world. Learn to become fantastic at speaking English in all different situations. And when it's easy for you, it's time to move on. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Here we are, just another typical English summer day. Just before I go, it's just me doing everything here at Blue Ocean English. So if you like what I'm doing and you want to see more, please don't forget to leave a comment. Maybe you have an idea for a video or a nice background picture that you'd like to see, or share this video with a friend. The best way for you to say thank you is to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and check out my merchandise, all the nice things you can buy, t-shirts, hats. You can also check out our great books on Amazon. There's 3 phrasal verb books, An Ocean of English phrasal verbs, each book with 200 examples, a lovely picture, and 3 clear examples of how we use each phrase. And then 3 books for idioms. They're called An Ocean of English Idioms. Also 3 books with 600 idioms, 200 in each book, all with a picture and 3 clear examples of how we use each idiom. Thank you very much for watching, and wherever you are, try to feel English today.
it wrong to want to live on your own? No, it's not wrong, but I must know. How can someone so young sing words so sad? Sheila, take a bow. Boot the grime of this world in the crotch, dear, and don't go home tonight. Come out and find the one that you love and who loves you. One that you love and who loves you. Is it wrong not to always be glad? No, it's not wrong, but I must add. How can someone so young sing words so sad? Sheila, take a bow. Boot the grime of this world in the crotch, dear, and don't go home